Omega, come on, we gotta do the mail call video.
Hang on.
You know, we have a lot of really great comments to choose from on this video. A lot more than last week. Are you coming?
Wait a minute, I'm doing something.
Yeah, this is a good one right here. No, what are you doing?
Buddy, help! Cut!
No, give me that. Hello, Forsaken Airsoft?
You guys gonna do the mail call?
Yeah.
I was just wondering when you guys were gonna upload it.
Yeah, we're actually about to do it right now. Okay. Alright, thanks for calling. Bye. What is up, Team Forsaken? Airsoft Matt here, along with Omega. And today we're going to be doing our second installment of our mail call series.
Okay, so our first question from this week comes from Jaden Alnack. And he asks, would you recommend Airsoft Megastore?
What? Airsoft Megastore. No. Alright, if you want to go ahead and start off telling them why we say no to that.
Yeah, because we ordered a sniper rifle from Airsoft Megastore. And it was
one of the worst experiences I've had purchasing an item in my life. Not just airsoft wise, but trying to get something from, trying to give someone money so that I get a good in return. It was the single worst experience I've ever had.
Yeah.
And that we're going to have a video about the sniper coming out in the near future, and then also a video about Airsoft Megastore in the future. But they have like zero customer service.
Yeah.
They have absolutely no customer service. You can't get in touch with them via email, over the phone.
I think, all in all, it took about 3 months for the gun to arrive.
It was like more than that. It was back in October, and I got it. Well, no. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
3 months. 3 months. But still, 3 months.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. And to not even hear anything from them, I had to go through my bank to get into contact with them because I was going to dispute the charge, but
we eventually got it.
Yeah. We eventually got it, but 3 months later, you can't even get into contact with anyone. I had no tracking information on it. I had a tracking number, but it was a BS tracking number that was invalid. It had nothing attached to it, so it was just a terrible experience, and it seemed like they didn't care about me as a customer, and that just made me not want to give them any more business. So we have yet to purchase from them again, and we will not ever again in the future. And we would not recommend you guys to either, because I guarantee you that whatever you find on Airsoft Megastore, you can go find it on Evike, you can find it on Airsoft GI.
There's
in our last mail call video, I think we answered who to order from.
Yeah.
We said Evike, Airsoft GI, and Airsoft Junkies. But you guys can find whatever you want on Airsoft Megastore anywhere else. So why you would order from them, if you didn't know, and you do order from them, you will find out.
Yeah.
That they're not someone good to go to.
Yeah. One of the best things to do if you're going to order from somebody, especially spend a lot of money, read the Google reviews.
Oh yeah, that's partly my stupidity. I didn't do that before, and me and him were sitting down reading the reviews, and they were all the same
Awful.
thing.
Yeah,
terrible. Saying they couldn't get into contact with them right, couldn't call them.
Poor customer service.
Exactly.
Blah, blah, blah.
So, Jaden, no, don't order from Airsoft Megastore. Okay, so our next question comes from Nick Barber, and he asks, "Hey guys, I just subbed. Cool, thanks. Appreciate it. I have a question for you. I have a G36 KV for a DMR roll, but it is too bulky. Do you recommend a G36C or something else?" Okay, so there's kind of two options I think that you have. First one being, do you want to keep that DMR roll now? Because you said that's the roll you have it playing right now, but you asked about a G36C, which is the carbine, which isn't. You could upgrade it to play the DMR roll. but it's not meant for that DMR roll. So I think first question you have to ask yourself is, do you want to stick with that DMR roll and play further back, or do you want to have more of a carbine, maybe something M4, or if you're like other people who get a G36, you want to be kind of apart from the crowd with all the M4s like that. So I think that's the first question you have to ask yourself, and then from there you can kind of figure out, do you want to keep that DMR roll into another weapon, maybe not a G36 KV that is a bit smaller, maybe the SR25, kind of like an M4 variant, something along those lines. Or another thing you could do is,
my idea was just maybe try to get you a minimalistic stock and try to find you like a lighter weight rail, because the rails on these things are pretty big.
yeah, the upper rail.
Yeah, if you can go with something that's a little bit lighter in the front and the back, it may help with the mobility, because all your weight will be in the center of the gun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the stock is really bulky.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know much about G36s. I've only had M4s, but I would think that you'd be able to use the same stock off a G36C that you could on the KV. So maybe if you could get, because some of those stocks, I'm not going to say hollow, but they're just kind of like the outline of the stock, if you know what I mean. We'll put something up on the screen of what I'm talking about. It'll be right here. You could get something like this and put it on the back of the KV. That way it's not so big and bulky, and then replace that upper rail, that carry handle kind of thing. So I think those are your two options. Answer that question of, do you want to keep that DMR roll or not? And if so, maybe think about changing those two things on the gun.
Okay, your next comment comes from Big L, Big M, Little M. I have a Lancer Tactical MMC 10.5 inch, and I was wondering if you guys knew or know any good upgrades I could do to it. By the way, I'm going to start a channel for Airsoft soon. It's pretty cool.
Good luck to you.
Yep. Well,
Good luck.
We'll try to help you out if we can, if you need it.
Yeah.
Okay, the first thing that we would probably do, if it's not fit for MOSFET, get it. Mm-hmm. And then probably the 8mm bushings that come in are just going to be regular stock ones. I'd try to upgrade those.
Yeah.
And see what the pistons that come in are polycarbonate with steel teeth.
Yeah, they are.
Which is usually really good, so you may not have to worry about that.
Since most AGs in that price range
it's usually about plastic.
Have plastic teeth, and if you were to go down the road of upgrading your motor, which I would also recommend, and you still have those plastic teeth, it's just gonna tear and rip it, and that'll mess up your entire gearbox. So that's a plus that they already have, and it's already that polycarbonate steel teeth on the piston. It's very good. Okay, so internally, Lancer Tactical and Lonex have paired up, and kind of Lonex's, they've put a bunch of their technology inside the internals of the gearbox for the MMCs. So I don't know if you know who Lonex is or what they do, but they're mostly known for really good high-end internals. And so a lot of the internals, that's why the MMC is gonna be up here compared to some of the other AGs right out of the box. Lonex specializes in stuff like that, so a lot of the stuff in there is already going to be good to go right out of the box for a new player, intermediate. But if you wanted to do some of those upgrades that we talked about just a minute ago, upgrading the motor, the bushings, the gear set, putting the MOSFET in there, some things like that, we'll go ahead and give you some exacts real quick of our recommendation. Starting with the motor, I personally like to use the Action Army. That's a bit more pricey, but you get what you pay for. If you don't want to pay that much, I believe it's around $70 for the new motor. Echo 1 makes a bunch of good ones, and I don't know the range of RPM on the Echo 1s. It'll be down in the description along with all these items linked. But the Action Armies, you can purchase them ranging anywhere from 3,000 to 4,500 RPM. So it gives you a wide range to choose from, kind of fit your play style, a bunch of different things like that. Now, the 8mm bushings that come in the gun right out of the box are Lonex's 8mm bushings. They're good bushings, but they're not as good as some of the other ones out on the market. Really good ones I like to use, and I've always had success with, are by Orga. You can look them up on Airsoft GI, Google them, see if see if you like them for yourself, read their reviews, but we'll link that down in the description as well. And one of the last couple things is your gear sets. Now that kind of varies. I'm not gonna give you my personal opinion, because gear sets you kind of got to figure it out for yourself almost. Kind of got to find something that really fits your play style. If you're indoors, outdoors, kind of just how you play with the gun, that'll kind of determine your gear set. And then also internally, you can upgrade the hop up, the bucking, inner barrel, stuff like that. So with the inner barrel, I would go with something tight bore, probably 6.01, 6.03 millimeter. And you could choose Angel Customs, Prometheus, Orga. Prometheus and Orga are going to be the two priciest. Angel Customs is going to be least, probably down there also with, I'd say, Mad Bull and G&G. You can find some good ones from them. There's a bunch of different price ranges in there depending on what you want to get. Some other things that you could also do internally would be changing out your inner barrel as well as your bucking and hop up. Talk about the inner barrel first. You can go with kind of any company. You have a wide range to choose from on inner barrels, especially if you go on e-Vike. They just have so many to choose from, between Prometheus and Orga, Angel Customs, and anyone that makes inner barrels. They have them all there. Tight bore. Orga makes the wide bore. Orga's goes from, I think, 6.2 millimeter to around 6.3. I don't know if that's exact, but it's around that area. And then the tight bore is 6.01 to 6.03, kind of in that area. But you can find whatever you want. The Prometheus and the Orgas are going to be a bit pricier, but again, you get what you kind of get what you pay for. On to the bucking, I've had the most success with the Modify flat hopped bucking, along with the flat hop nub that comes with it. And it's a very tough rubber. It's not like some of the other ones, like the Prometheus purple bucking, where it's very soft, but it's meant for heavier weight BBs. So if you're playing outdoor and you have those heavier weight BBs, having that flat hop with the harder, tougher rubber is going to give you great accuracy and consistency, just shot after shot after shot. Okay, so the hop up that I would pair your bucking and your inner barrel with, I would recommend the Pro-Win hop up. It's CNC aluminum, and it would fit beautifully in your Lancer Tactical MMC. And the good thing about the Pro-Win is it's a wheel design for the hop up and down, as opposed to the arm with the multiple gears that you have to twist and turn, because over time that arm can slowly lift up because there's really no resistance on it except for those gears, and those gears can easily move. So after you put BB after BB through your hop up, that arm will slowly lift up, and you'll notice that your BB shot consistency will be off. But with the wheel, it keeps it in place shot after shot, and it's the ones that we use on both of our guns, and it's great consistency and accuracy with that. So internally, I think that's about it. Everything that we talked about will be linked down in the description for you. You can check all that out. And so I would really look into especially upgrading your inner barrel, your hop up, and bucking. If you kind of have to pick and choose, I would choose those first.
Okay, for more on the aesthetic side of things, there's many ways you could go with this. Like, there's plastics, there's full metal, all kinds of scopes, rail systems, stocks, grips. You can change the pistol grip of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's tons and tons of things you could do.
Just things to fit you.
Yeah, really, it's all up to you, because none of it really matters, except for, like, maybe the rail. Well, no, not really. It's all preference. That's all it really is. But I'll look around and see if I see any cool things, and I'll recommend those. I'll leave them down in the description for you. Alright, so that wraps up the mail call for this week. I appreciate everyone commenting and asking questions, and we try to do our best to answer everything in as much detail as we can, so we don't want to leave anything out. This will pretty much wrap up this video. So,
thanks for watching, guys. Leave your comments down in this comment section for next week's video. Really appreciate it. So,
like, comment, subscribe, and keep coming back for more. Till the next video. See you later, Team Forsaken.